So we're back here for Come and Go's Blues part 3. Again, it's in D, right? They're all bar chords. Part 3 comes after I think it's like 3 verses, where right before he sings, well, I don't know when that will be. So it's like just when that will be. I can't see, right? Then there's a half step jump from 2 to 3 on these bar chords. We use the same position in part 2. Up to 5. So the positioning that we discussed in part 2 with that is used in there, and then the positioning we discussed in part 2 where it went only, that whole walk down that. So you're doing you're picking on the 4th, right? 4th string on the 9th fret, and the 2nd string on the 8th fret, like this. Then you're going down 2 frets, a whole step, and then you're picking on the 5th fret, the 4th string, okay, and the 1st string together, side by side, right? And down at the 3rd fret, and then down at the 1st fret, you're on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the 1st string, or 2nd string, 1st fret. And then them two open, an open 2nd string and an open 4th string. So it's going. So he's singing, I don't know. And that's the same position used in step 2. Just when that will be. So he's barred at the 5th, and he's using the 3rd string on the 7th fret and the 2nd string on the 6th fret, and he's picking those 4 strings. So it's I don't know. Just when that will be. Kind of hammers that on. So he's barring at the, he's barring at the 5th, and he hammers on. So he's picking. Don't forget that 5th string's always in there. So he's picking like the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and the 2nd while he hammers on that. So he goes, I don't know. Just when that will be. Oops. that same position that is going to be used for the next 3 moves. So he does a half step jump from the 2nd fret at that bar right here. He goes, and he's picking on the 5 and going. Then up a whole step. That lick is like you're picking the 5th string on the 3rd, right? So it's going. So pick on 5th string, and he's hammering up to the 5th fret. So from the 3rd to the 5th. So he's using that lick kind of like Sweet Home Alabama, right? So on, and then an open 4th string, right? And then a hammer on. Then he's up to 5th fret. Oops. So it's kind of a weird walk down from there. Then you're back to the he's at the last verse, sail on, right? The only other lick that you're going to hear during this is that harmonic that. So you're going to use the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd strings. You're going to hit the harmonic on the 7th of the 1st string, on the 7th of the 5th string, or 2nd string, and on the 3rd string, the 5th. So that. That's a wrap. So that again, that lick, that and then you're going to have to get comfortable with I'm not sure exactly how he plays it. It's I'll show you that middle part. Just when that will be. With that hammer on. So there you have it. I'm thinking if you practice part 1, part 2, part 3, you'll have it together. I guess the hardest part is going to be singing this at the same time. Also, but this guitar is a little bit out of tune. So when you're, make sure you have tune at those bars, right? So however you play that, whatever licks you put in there, I think I've created a good basis for this song. I mean, I watched Greg play this up close, so that's as close as I get to it, man. Let me know how it works for you. I'll be looking forward to seeing your take on this. Have a good night.